Hi team, and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a no equipment workout to fire up your glutes, your hamstrings, and I think we're going to throw a little bit of ab work into it as well. As you can see, I have just moved. All of my equipment is on the moving truck coming from South Island of New Zealand into the North Island, hence why zero equipment workout. Once you're ready, roll out your mat. It's all you need today, and let's get started. Let's all come down to our mats on your back. If you have an option, feet over to your left hand side. It's going to be slightly easier for you to follow. Otherwise, you'll be absolutely fine wherever you are. Just make sure that you're checking with what side we are doing. Feet to your left hand side, on your back, on your mat. We're gonna bend those knees and we're gonna bring your heels nice and close to those glutes, but not too close. So roughly, your ankles are underneath your knees, plus minus. That's it. From there, I want you to bring those hands, palms facing down, and press them down into your mat beside your body. Let's bring attention from top all the way down. I want your chin slightly tucking down into your chest, but not too much. Imagine that you still have an apple or a peach here in between, and the back of your head is pressing nice and firm into your mat. That way, your neck is going to be nice and relaxed, and it's going to be nice long spine all the way from the top all the way down. Now from there, we're gonna press those arms all the way down. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, pull your belly button in and then start to press through your heels as you reach your tailbone off the floor, one vertebra at a time, lifting those hips up, coming to the back, dancing your bridges. And then as you inhale, we're gonna lower it all the way back down. We're gonna go nice and slow. 4 counts lift, 4 counts slower. Exhale, pull your belly button in, press through your heels, tuck your tailbone under, reach yourself all the way up. And then nice and slow, roll yourself all the way back down in reverse. That's it. Few more just like this. Exhale, belly button in, tailbone comes off the floor, rolling yourself one vertebra at a time. Well done. Squeeze your glutes at the top. That's the whole point. And then start to roll yourself all the way back down. Keep going with this tempo for now. We're going to talk through technique while we're setting up. That's it. Now all the way up, you have two options. You can roll yourself all the way up as we were just doing one vertebra at a time, or you can lift yourself as one unit from halfway through your torso all the way up. You can go lift and then lower. You can go lift and lower, or staying with the spinal articulation and reaching yourself up one vertebra at a time. Play around now, see what works better for you. You can always switch the style of what you decide halfway through exercise. It's not gonna matter much. You're still gonna feel it in your glutes and in your hamstrings. Now I know I'm here articulating through my arms as well. Your arms, I want them nice and strong, pressing down into your mat, big behind you. I mean beside you. So you should be feeling those triceps activation here as well. Now, ladies, you know where you've got your bra strap. So I want you to keep the bra strap down on the floor. So we're not coming into a massive yoga bridge here. You're not puffing out your chest all the way up to your ears. So I want you to keep those ribs down, connected to your mat, so the bottom of your shoulder blades is staying on the floor, and then come all the way back down. So again, as you lift, you're pressing through your heels, belly button in, starting to tuck the tailbone under, reach yourself up, keep that bra strap on the floor, and then same thing come down. Lower yourself all the way back down. Now, once we know what we're doing, let's go a little bit faster. 2 counts lift, 2 counts slow. We're gonna go up for 2, down for 2. Again, pick the style that I was telling you about. You can go one vertebra at a time. You can go 1 unit lift, 1 unit lower. So absolutely up to you here. 2 counts lift, 2 counts lower. On the way up, squeeze those glutes. On the way down, release. On the way up, pressing through those heels, driving your pelvis up, keeping those toes relaxed on top of your mat. So we're not gripping for dear life to that mat. You're just gonna keep them relaxed. Maybe even wriggle them around now as we speak to make sure that you're really grounding yourself through those heels. Well done. Again, exhale, navel in, reach those hips, squeeze those glutes, down, release. We're gonna do 2 more just like this. This is just your warm up for those glutes. Last one. Now give me slightly more on tempo. Lift and lower, up and down. Now, as we add a little bit of pace, you know your body will start to want to move around slightly more. Keep it nice and controlled still. Now those knees are tracking nice and parallel like your train tracks. Your ankles, your knees, your hips, everything in a nice long line. So imagine if you were in the class and your knees were going to be falling in or falling out, and come and pop a ball in between to make sure that you're staying nice and parallel here. Keep breathing. 4 more. That's it. For 3, shoulders falling down and away from your ears. Open chest. You're here for 2. That's it. On the last one, just gonna hold it up. Option to stay with what we were just doing before, or to take it up a notch. Drop down halfway and left. Drop down halfway, left. So this time you're not lowering yourself all the way down. You're not giving yourself that break in between. Down, squeeze, lift. Down, squeeze, lift. If you do need that break, stay with the previous option. Be nice to yourself. Be gentle on your body. That's it. We're here for 3. Squeeze. For 2, squeeze. The last one, hold it up. Final presses up and up. So this time you're really staying in this upper range of your bridges. Lift and lift. You should be starting to feel those glutes, starting to feel those inner thighs even, your hamstrings. Everything's getting on fire. How high can you lift those hips without lifting those shoulder blades off the floor? I want a nice long line as you press those hips up from your hip and into your knee. For 10, 9, we're almost out. I'm gonna give you a quick break before we move into the next section. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, last one. Squeeze up, hold, 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 hold. And then release yourself all the way back down. Quickly hug those knees into your chest. Roll side to side here to massage into your lower back. Release any tension. And then bring those legs all the way back down. We're gonna come into a single leg bridge. Now, if it's gonna be getting too much, you can always lower that leg back down and continue with the same thing that we're doing, just with both feet on the floor. But I do challenge you to try and take that option. Even if you're not lifting all the way up high, it doesn't matter. Even if your hips are just hovering above the floor, that's great. Now from there, we're all going to lift your right leg up to your tabletop. Making sure here that your knee, I don't have mirrors anymore, I actually can't see myself either. Making sure that your knee is staying on top of your hip here, creating that beautiful 90-degree angle in your knee. Hands are still gonna stay pressing down into the floor for me. We're gonna start with the same sequence as we started below. Nice and slow, 2 counts lift, 2 counts slower. Pressing through your left heel, lift for 2, down for 2. Again, as you lift, pull your navel in, press through your heel, down to release. Don't forget to add that squeeze at the top through that left glute for me. Keep your chin slightly tucked down into your chest, keeping the back of your neck relaxed. Now, what's common here? You guys keep going, I'm gonna talk to you. It's very common for that working leg, so in this case, for your right hip to drop down and be lower than your supporting leg. In that case, I want you to wriggle yourself around to make sure that you're really keeping those hips nice and square, nice and even for me. Maybe you're not lifting as high as you want to. I don't care about the height, it's all about the quality. Lift for 2, down for 2. Really pressing through that left heel on the way up, squeeze your glute. 1 more like this. Should we go slightly faster? Lift and lower, up and down. On the way down, you can keep tapping the floor with the back of your pelvis so you can come all the way down. Otherwise, you can take up a notch with me. You can just come down halfway and lift. Halfway down and lift. That's it. Keep breathing. Now your right foot here, you can keep it flexed, you can keep it relaxed, you can have your toes pointed. I don't really mind at that point. Keep your core connected. On the way up, really find that hip to rib connection. 4 more here. For 3. Last 2. On the last one, hold yourself up. Again, up is gonna be different for everyone. Even if you're just hovering above the floor, stay there. Otherwise, really squeeze through those glutes to reach them up. We're going to extend your right leg all the way up. This time, point your toes. Now, can you bring your hands on your hips quickly for me? Make sure that your left hand isn't lower than your right. If it is, lower that right hip down and reach your left hip a little bit higher. Make them even. From there, we're gonna draw little circles, maybe $2 coin, couple of inches size, 1 inch size circles. Going to your left first. That's it. Drawing circle with those toes on the ceiling, stabilizing here through your left glute. For 3, 2, 1. Hold it there, stop. Don't lower those hips, reach them a little bit higher. Circle to your right for me, circle. Circle, your core is connected here. That's it, your navel is engaged, your TVAs are working. Rib to hip, glutes are squeezing. Oh my God, so much to think about. For 3, 2, 1. Hold it there, reach your hips a little bit higher. Quick break, lower yourself all the way back down. Maybe slap that glute if it needs it. And then from there, straight back up where we were just a second ago. Bring those hips up off the floor. I want you to extend that leg. Point your toes, actually, let's flex them, really pressing through that right heel, making sure your pelvis is nice and even. We're gonna tap the floor and then bend your right leg, point your toes. Again, reach yourself back up, press through that right heel up towards the sky, hips are off the floor, and again, come back down, point your toes, bend your right knee. So this time you're gonna be getting a nice stretch through that right hamstring, through the back of your right leg. One more slow, lift, press, down slightly faster, we go press and lower, press. That's it. Here you can bring that knee as close to your chest as you want to. I really want you to get that nice stretch through your right hamstring. My left glute starting to really feel it, guys. 2 more. On the last one, hold yourself up. Finisher, I promise this is it. If it's getting too much, take a quick break. Hold it on the floor for a second and then come join us. We're gonna draw a rainbow, driving through that right heel, the heel that's up in the sky. Lower your leg down, roughly to your knee level of your left leg. Point your toes, reach them back up. Flex your foot, down for 2, point, lift, for 2. Again, flex, down, point, to lift. 3 more, down, flex. If it's too much to think about, just keep that leg nice and straight, relax your foot and go up and down. 2 more, just like this. On the last one, I challenge you, lower your leg, point your toes, maybe your legs are just next to each other. Reach those hips a little bit higher, squeeze your glutes, hold it there for 3, 2, hold it, pulse those hips up and up. I know it hurts. For 4, 3, 2, 1, reach yourself up and then lower yourself back in. Bring those knees in towards your chest. Well done, team. This was your side 1 glutes. We're gonna come into your side 1 abs now as well. And then from there, we're gonna go into your second side. Whew, good job. Let's bring those feet back down onto the floor, back to that hip width apart. Your feet are parallel, toes are facing out away from you. Let's lift the same leg that we had lifted up into the sky before. So your right leg ideally reaches back up to that 90-degree angle. Both hands are gonna come back behind your head. Interlace those fingers and run your thumbs down your neck for me. Roll those shoulders back and down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, I want you to lift your head, neck and shoulders off the floor. And inhale, lower yourself back down. And again, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. So this is your basic set of curls here, just to activate through your core. Give those glutes a little bit of a break. Well done. Keep that right leg at 90-degree angle so your knee is staying on top of your hip. You'll notice if you start to bring the knee closer to your chest, you're gonna take it slightly out of your core. 10 more just like this. Keep breathing. Well done. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. With your elbows here, as always, keep them wide, but not too wide, so you're not overextending through your chest. I want you to be able to see those sides of your elbows with your side vision here. Keep it up. I think 4 more. Let's do 4 more just like this. Lift yourself up and then lower. Again, lift and lower. Last 2. On the last one, we're gonna come into a twist over that right leg. So we're gonna exhale, lift, inhale, rotate over that leg that's lifted, come back to center, lower yourself back down. And again, exhale, lift, inhale, rotate, center, back down. Keep it up. Exhale, inhale, keep breathing. Now that you know what you're doing, let's talk about your technique here. So I still want you to lift those head, neck, and shoulders as high up as you can. Stay where you are, I'm gonna keep on talking. So you're lifting your head, neck, and shoulders, your shoulder blades as high as you can off your mat. And once you come into that rotation, I really want you to make sure that both hips are staying, both sides of your pelvis are staying, pressing down into your mat. So you're not rolling to one side, lifting the other one just to get that knee to your elbow. Keep it nice and connected to the floor. Now your lower back here shouldn't be arching way too much. Keep that nice neutral spine. So a little bit of a gap is okay as long as you're keeping the tailbone grounded into your floor. 2 more just like this. Remember to take a break if you need to. On the last one, hold yourself up and over. We're gonna add on, we're going to extend that right leg up, reach your left arm up and over, reach. Lower that leg back in. Rotate yourself down, down towards the floor. Lift, rotate, extend your arm, your leg, reach yourself up, back in, and center. Again, exhale, inhale, arm and leg up, back in, and center. Let's do 2 more just like this. I know my counting is really off today. I've barely slept in the last couple of days, so stay with me here. On the last one, extend your arm, extend your leg, really press yourself up here. Little pulses up for 8, 7, 6. How high can you reach that left shoulder without rolling off onto that right hip? Keep yourself grounded through your pelvis. For 3, 2, 1. Reach yourself up, hold it there. 3, 2, 1. Lower your leg, lower yourself in. Quickly hug those knees back into your chest. Roll yourself here side to side. And we're gonna come into your second side of those glutes. Now you can stay lying down this way. I'm going to change for the purpose of the video so you can see better what's going on with that left leg now. You can switch over as well or just stay lying down wherever you are. Again, as we started before, I want those feet hip-width apart. Your ankles are roughly underneath those knees so that they're not all the way up your bum. So walk them slightly out, but not too far out just yet. We're gonna come into that extended bridge slightly later for me. Bring those palms pressing down beside your body. And again, don't just rest them there, okay? Let's add in a little bit of spice through that upper body. If you start to press those arms down, you're gonna start to feel those triceps get activated and engaged as well, okay? So keep it up. Chin slightly tilts into your chest. Imagine you've got that soft pitch here and you don't wanna break the skin. And then from there, let's come straight into that single leg bridge. This time we're going to lift your left leg up to that 90-degree tabletop. So your knee is right above your hip and your shin is parallel to the floor. Again, roughly plus minus. I can't really see myself, so I hope I'm doing what I'm actually telling you guys to do. Now we're gonna start nice and slow here. 2 counts lift, 2 counts lower. Exhale, pull your belly button in, reach those hips up, pressing through that right heel, squeezing into your right glute, and then 2 counts lower yourself back down. Again, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Again, watch those hips here. It's very common for you to lose your left hip now, especially seeing you worked already one side quite hard. You'll be getting tired. So watching here that you're really pressing and spreading your weight evenly through both legs, even though that you're only pressing into your right heel. Down for 2 again. To do that, maybe bring those hands down and just see if your left hand is a little bit lower than your right one. Lift for 2. Down for 2. 1 more slow. Now let's go slightly faster. Lift and lower. On the way up, really finding connections through the right heel to the floor, activating through the back of your right leg, your hamstring. Your glute goes without saying. Add that squeeze. We're gonna be here for 4, for 3. Well done. Last 2. On the last one, hold those hips up high. Remember, you're still connecting that bra strap to the floor. We're going to extend your left leg out. Again, pick up your left hip. Maybe drop your right hip a little bit lower. Point your toes. We're gonna draw those circles. Circle on the ceiling. To the right. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Reach your hips a little bit higher. Quickly reset. Navel in. Other side. Circle those toes over to the other side, to the left. That's it. For 6, 5, 4. Open chest. Maybe added smile. That's it. You've got it. For 2. Last one. Hold it there. Reach your hips a little bit higher. Quick break. Lower those hips all the way back down. Whew, good job, team. From there, press yourself all the way back up for me. We're gonna stretch that leg back up. Flex your foot so you're getting that beautiful stretch through that left hamstring right now, pressing through your heel. We're gonna drop those hips all the way down, point your toes, knee comes into your chest. On the way up, flex your foot, press up, reach your hips up. And again, knee into your chest, lower yourself down,
reach yourself back up. We're almost done. You know, it's your second to last exercise on this side. Let's make it nice and sweet. Down for 2. One more slow. Stretch. Now to the beat. We go lift and lower, up and down. That's it. If you need to take a break, maybe just keep those hips on the floor and go through one leg stretch, or maybe you've got both heels down and you're just reaching those hips up and down. See what you want to do, a stretch or extra glute work. Otherwise, staying with me. For 3, press. 2, that's it. On the last one, hold yourself up, coming into the rainbow. Lower your legs down to your knee level, point your toes, reach it back up to the ceiling, flex your foot. Down in line with that right leg, point your toes, reach yourself up. We're gonna be here for 3 more. I know you can do it, stay with me. Well done. Last 2, point, lift. Last one, lower your leg. Keep your foot flexed, keep it pointed, whatever you want here. I don't really mind, hold it there for 3, 2, pick up your left hip. 1, little pulses to finish. For 4, oh, hurts. 2, 1, hold it there. 3, 2, 1, lower yourself in. Hug those knees back into your chest. Nice little rock side to side here. Well done. Let's finish off with those abs for me. Not actually finish, that was a lie. Let's proceed to those abs on the second side. So bring both feet back down, hip width apart, feet are parallel, toes are facing out. Reach your left leg up to those 90 degrees for me. Again, keep your knee above your hip. Hands are coming back behind your head. Interlace those fingers, run your thumbs down your neck. Same thing as on the other side. As you exhale, curl yourself up. Inhale to reach yourself up and over. Come back to center and then lower yourself back down. We're gonna stay here to start with. Lift, twist, center, and lower. Again, making sure that you're keeping here your right hip grounded to the floor, but you're lifting yourself as up high as you can to reach those shoulder blades off the floor. Your arms, your elbows are nice and wide, but not too wide, so you still should be able to see them with your side vision here. Lift. Well done. Try not to overarch that lower back. If it's getting too much for that left leg being up in the air, again, lower it down, but keep going. Lift, twist, center, and lower. One more just like this, and then option to stay here or option to get that add-on going. Lift, twist, extend your arm and leg, reach, back, in, and lower. Curl, twist, extend, bend, center, lower. Your core is working really hard here. Think about connecting your left hip to your right rib rather than just stepping your elbow into your knee. Extend. We're gonna do 2 more just like this. And lower. Let's go. Last one. Reach your arm, reach your leg up. Little pulses here to reach. Reach for 8, 7, 6, 5. Tummy in. 3, 2. Last one. Hold it there. 3, 2, 1, lower yourself back in. Cuddle those knees into your chest. We are almost done, team. Bring those legs back down. We started with the both feet on the floor today, coming to those bridges into the back dancing. We're gonna finish the same way, but we're gonna come into your extended bridge this time. So we're gonna walk your heels as far as you can, still keeping those knees bent, so don't drop them all the way down. This is gonna be a shavasana. We're not doing that. Bring those legs slightly further in, so wider angle in your knees this time. Arms are still gonna be pressing down to start with, down towards the floor here. Roll those shoulders back and down, chin slightly in towards your chest, neck should be feeling nice and relaxed. Pull your belly button in straight away, hip to rib connection. Now as you exhale, I want you to lift those toes off the floor for me now actually. That's it, so you're only really staying on top of those heels. And now we're gonna press your hips all the way up, squeeze those glutes, squeeze those hammies, and then lower yourself back down. Remember your options from the very beginning of this video. You can roll yourself up and down 1 vertebra at a time, or you can reach yourself up and down as 1 unit from below the bra strap. We're gonna go up for 2 and down for 2 to start with. So the extended bridge gets more into those hamstrings. You should be really starting to feel it, and it's gonna give you a better opportunity to squeeze those glutes as well. Down for 2, lift, squeeze, down for release. Again, exhale to lift, Inhale to lower. Those knees are staying nice and parallel here. They're not falling in, they're not falling out. Keep them parallel today. Let's go slightly faster, team. Lift and lower. Now, if you're feeling confident here, you can reach those arms up above those shoulders. Keep them nice and strong. Can you spread those fingers, really sending your energy up towards the sky? Lift and lower. 3 more. Well done. Now, option to stop coming all the way down towards the floor. Drop yourself down halfway, lift, squeeze. Down halfway, left squeeze. For 6, left squeeze. 5, press. 4, that's it, you got it. 3, last 2. On the last one, hold those hips nice and high, pulse them up, lift and lift. We're almost done. I know those shins, the front of those lower legs should be starting to get slightly uncomfortable because we're holding those toes off the floor. We're gonna be here for 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Hold them up. 3, 2, 1. Done. Lower yourself all the way back down towards the floor. Well done, team. We are done. We're just gonna do a quick stretch. So if you need to go, you can just check out now. Otherwise, stay with me. Bring those knees in towards your chest to start with. Gentle rock side to side here. Whew, how are you feeling? I'm a little bit huff and puffed. From there, let's cross your left ankle on top of that right thigh. So we're gonna come into a figure 4 stretch just because it's nice and easy, seeing we're already lying on the floor. We're going to lift your right foot up and then thread those hands around your right thigh, so just underneath that right knee. From there, start to bring your right knee in towards your chest and think about driving your left knee away. So this stretch is gonna go into that left glute, your left outer hip here. Well done. Inhale and exhale. You can hold it still. You can gently rock here side to side, or maybe you're pressing your right knee in and out. I personally quite like this one because it gets me deeper into the glute stretch. Well done. That's it. From there, hold your legs as is. I want you to keep crossing your left knee all the way on top of your right. So you've got your legs crossed, left leg on top of your right one. We're gonna hold on to whatever we can here, your feet, your ankles, your shin, just making sure that you're not putting any pressure on top of those knees. Once you get hold of your legs, start to bring them down and in towards those hips. You should be getting a really nice stretch right now into that left glute for me. And again, option to hold still, option to rock side to side. Absolutely up to you here. And then come meet me in the middle, so just hold wherever you are. Everyone, put a little bit of extra pressure on top of those feet, but again, be mindful if you do have sore knees, maybe just skip this stretch. Press your tailbone all the way down towards the floor. Yes, that's it. Now you're feeling it for me. Inhale and exhale, switch sides. Coming first into your figure 4. Right ankle on top of your left thigh, reaching your left leg all the way up, thread those hands around. And again, bend that leg, you can bend it all the way in, you can keep it up high, there is no right or wrong, remember it's straight, just do what feels good. Driving that right knee away from yourself, so that should be getting into your right glute this time, into your right hip. Taking a little stretch side to side, or maybe you're just holding it still, absolutely up to you. Once you've had enough, if your knees are not giving you grief, cross your right leg on top of your left one, hold on to whatever you can here, your feet, your ankles, your shins, just not those knees, and then lower those feet down into towards your body. That's it. Oh, this is one of my favorite stretches. Again, add a little gentle rock side to side, maybe you're just holding it still. Once you've had enough, really press your tailbone down and then add that extra pressure on top of those feet. Inhale through your nose, exhale out through your mouth. Uncross those legs, stretch them out, stretch those arms all the way up overhead, wriggle those fingers, wriggle those toes. And then come lie down on your tummy for me very quickly. Let's stretch through those abs for me. Hands are coming underneath your shoulders, reach your chest up, but making sure that you're not pinching through that lower back here. So be really mindful of what your body is letting you to do. Inhale here, exhale, press back into your child's pose. And then come sit up for me. Well done, team. We are all done for today.
Thank you all so much that you've joined me again today for this video to fire up your glutes, your hamstrings, and a little bit of that core work. I hope you felt it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave this video a thumbs up, give it a like, maybe comment below what was the most difficult part about it, what you liked the most. Consider sharing it with your friend or a loved one, and double check that you're subscribed to my channel, making sure that you get alerts every time I get a new video. I'm wishing you all an awesome rest of your day. See you next time.